I don't think I've been to an event without a difficult attendee. And so oftentimes I have to be put in different situations of engaging as the lead meeting manager. And what I've found is that people are upset because they want to feel heard. So my best approach is to listen. Go with all of your barriers down, understand that it's just about that person in that moment, and be able to truly engage with them and ask questions. My mentality always is usually you have someone attacking you when they're upset. So my perspective is I take a deep breath before I engage with that person and commit to myself that I'm just going to ask questions. For example, I had an attendee in the past that was really upset because they felt like the hallways were too crowded and that the escalators were a danger and that he was just really frustrated with the whole experience. And so I took the time to ask him about where was that happening, why did he feel that way, what was his background, and it ended up that he came from a military background and from a security background. And so by engaging him and finding out these things, I was actually able to ask for his opinions, for how maybe he would solve those things, for what he'd seen in the past. And I spent about a half an hour engaging him. And by the time we were done with that conversation, he had gone from a 10 to about a 3. And that was a way of then at the end of that conversation, me thanking him for his time, thanking him for his expertise and his feedback, and letting him know that it was really important to me to take that commentary back to our extended team to make sure that we had a commitment of fixing that for the future. So afterwards, the other tip or trick I would say is follow up in email. So about 2 hours later, once I'd had time to debrief with my team, I followed up with him via email. He actually ended up being one of our raving fans and has committed to coming to all future events and feels like we dealt with that situation with compassion and with his best interest at heart.